All right. So we we are waiting for Madden to launch, um, and oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those, huh? So so
Guide for K7 Zoom. Who are you?
if
Window.
this
Who are you?
buffers,
K7 Zoom. Sign in. Button. Guide for K7 Zoom window. Guide for K7 Zoom. No item in view.
yep, it's gonna buffer. Crap. Ugh. Okay, this is not. This is not cool. Let's actually.
Speech mode. Speech mode. Talk. Mute button. Close button.
Let's restart
Screen button.
the
Minimize menu button.
stream here.
Back button. Refresh add device button. Refresh button.
I really do need a capture card.
Back button. Refresh add device button. Xbox One not listed. Enter your console's IP address. Edit blank. List connect button. Add a device button. Refresh button. Back button. Refresh add stream button. Stop streaming button. There are no controls attached to this PC. Attach one finger display to your Xbox One and press continue.
There we go.
Continue button.
All right.
Speech mode off.
Let's go to.
Let's go. Dismiss. Entering main menu screen most feared. Franchise fear. Franchise. Franchise pop-up menu. You have 3 options. Continue playing is selected. Cloud.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Load franchise is selected.
Let me check the quality.
Speech mode. Speech mode. Stop. Show info about close button. Mute button. No phone button. Quality button. Very high not checked 1 of 4. Medium not checked. High not checked 2. Very high not checked 1 of 4. High not checked 2. Medium not checked 3 of 4. Very high not checked 1 of 4. High not checked 2 of 4. Medium not checked 3 of 4. Very high not checked 1 of 4.
Why isn't there like a?
High not checked 2. Medium not checked 3 of 4. No next. No next. High not. Very high. No previous. No pre menu. No next. No pre. Very high not checked. High not. Medium not checked 3 of 4. Very high not checked. Medium not checked 3. Unavailable checked. No phone button. Quality button. Very high not checked 1 of 4. Low not checked 4 of 4.
There we go.
Unavailable checked. No phone button. Mute button.
Name of the lead official.
That's the one I want to join or load, or rather.
Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. Players ready to negotiate. View message. Breakout. Players ready. Scout college players. Start weekly training. Entering Seahawks vs Browns screen. You have 7 options. Start training is selected. Seahawks vs Browns. You have 3 options. Start training is selected. You have 2 options. Play is selected. Start training.
Content is not visible. Opa Xbox recognizing ready 7. Only in a salary cap. Players archetype item name probe Patrick Mahomes. Corey X. Player non-op reset. Players visit loading. Loading. Xbox console
Guys,
compat.
last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it. Hey, lady!
Recognizing results document 5x must kid continue. Kid defender. He is usually the stick pass concept is a horizontal stretch concept that creates a 2-on-1 matchup against the kid defender. He is usually the defender aligned over the flat receiver. Continue. Xbox console recognizing results document 5 to CCPT. The primary receiver red drop will be your first read if the defensive key does not take away the flat throw to the flat receiver. Continue. Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. Ends on. Net. Ends on. Throw to the receiver. Throw to the receiver. Ends on net. Throw to the prime. Continue. Throw to the primary receiver running the flat route with the button. Continue. Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. W on. Throw to the receiver. Throw to the W on. Xbox console companion.
Okay.
Recognizing result 5 2 when the defensive key covers the flat receiver. Throw to the stick. Continue. When the defensive key covers the flat receiver. Throw to the stick receiver. Continue. Xbox console can recognize CCPT. Throw to the tight end with the button. 3 on 4. Continue.
With what button?
Xbox console recognize. Throw to the receiver. Xsend streaming. 3 on 4. Xbox console companion.
Oh, okay.
Recognizing results document. 3 on 4. 3 on 4. Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. Defense tutorial. Defense real. 5 HCFT summary. No successful. Learn when to throw to the stick or flat route based on the defensive key. Oh, continue. Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. 4 on 4. Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. Complete a test. Xbox console companion. Recognize complete a test. Xbox console companion. Recognizing blank. Xbox console companion. Recognizing result on 5. With them. Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. 2 on 5. Xbox console companion.
Again?
Recognize 3 on 5. Xbox console companion.
Okay.
Recognizing 25. Xbox console companion. Recognizing blank. Xbox console companion.
Strap them up. Pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
Recognize game first down. First. 5015. W sun. Complete the stick concept for the first down and win gold. Continue. Xbox console companion. Recognizing game first down. First. 5015. W sun. Xbox console companion. Recognize game first down. Nil. First. 50 W sun. Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document.
Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this
team.
team.
500.
And as
Xbox
long
console
as you
companion.
keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Okay.
Recognizing results document. Defense or 5 HCF summary. No success. Learn when to stick or flat route based on. Continue. Stick or flat route based on the defensive key. Continue. Xbox console companion.
I actually do want to go back, so let's see if I can.
Retry. Continue. Retry. Continue.
I actually do kind of want to like exit that.
Recognizing result cover 2 is a zone defense with 5 defenders playing zone coverage underneath and 2 zone. Safety playing deep. Continue. Xbox console companion.
I literally have to go through this?
Recognize it during the stick concept. The innermost receiver runs the stick route and the next receiver outside. Run the flat or click out. Continue. Xbox console companion. Recognize cover the target. Continue. Prevent a first down. Cover the target in receiving threat as indicated by the coverage link and prevent a first down. Continue. Xbox
Ow.
console companion. Recognizing 32. Prevent a first down.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Try again. How do I do this?
Already in 32. 32 Xbox record 3 on 6. Xbox console companion.
Can I get out of here? How the heck do I do this?
Recognizing results document 32. Tweet 2. The Mills concept has an inside receiver who runs a dig while the outside receiver runs a deep post. Route. Continue. Continue. Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document CNEF2. Cover 2 defends the Mills concept well with the line at 2 deep safeties in good position to take away the post route. Continue. Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document 5 on 6. Wagner. 32. Cover the targeted receiving threat as indicated. Continue. Cover the targeted receiving threat as indicated by the coverage link and prevent a first down. Continue. Xbox console companion.
I don't know how to do that. Oh. I think I missed it. Yep, I did.
Recognizing results document. 7. Xbox console companion.
Ah! Ah! I think I missed it.
Recognizing results document. Where? 144. 13. 13. 13. Xbox console companion.
Hey, easy. Tuck.
Recognize. Prevent a touch. Wait. Prevent a touchdown. Wait. 1 to Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. Track 07. 4. 107. 107. 10 Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. Track 07. 4. 100. Xbox console companion. Recognize 037. Third. Xbox console companion.
Ah!
Recognize prevent a touch. Track 074. 200. Where? 32. CNEF cover the targeted. Continue. Continue. Xbox console
I don't
companion.
know how to do this.
Recognize track 07. 70. 4. 152. 20. 3 on 3. Xbox console companion.
Ah!
Hey man, everything alright with you? Listen to me. You're an established player in this league. That comes with expectations. And today's performance didn't live up to those expectations. So let's change that the next practice, alright?
Retry.
No, I don't want to retry. How do I...
Recognizing results document. Defense posse summary. Will not learn to kill flats. Learn to go not met. Learn to defend kill flats and the concept with cover 2. Defense. Oh retry. No medal earned. Complete 1 successful reps. For a bronze medal. For a bronze medal. Xbox console
I
companion.
kind of don't want to retry. Can I go back?
Recognizing defense or defense Xbox console companion.
No. How do I get out of here?
Recognizing result defense posse summer will not learn to kill flat concept defend or reach no med complete for a bronze med for a no med learn or retry. Xbox console companion.
I really don't want to retry at all.
Recognizing results document. Prevent at 76 32 07 Wagner. Xbox console
Can
companion. Recognized prevent at prep 074 20 Wagner. CNEF to cover the targeted risk. Continue. Xbox
No,
console companion. Record prevent 7 prep 0 Wagner CN 4 Cover the target. Continue. Cover the targeted receiving threat as indicated by the coverage link and prevent a touchdown. Continue. Xbox console companion. Recognize prevent at 732 prep Beware 4 7 Xbox console companion.
I don't know how to do this. I really don't know how to do this.
Recognizing results document 32 Xbox console companion. Recognizing 034 4 Xbox console companion. Recognizing prevent a touchdown. Practice rare 32 Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. Skip.
Hey man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You're taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
Recognizing results document. Defense or defense 2 for defense. Posse NEF 2. Summary. Go successful. Learn to defend the stick. Kill flats and the mills. Concept with cover 2. Defense. Oh, continue. Retry. 2 free. Silver earned. Complete 3 successful reps. For a health medal. Xbox console companion.
Retry. Continue. Entering training recap screen. You have 20 options. Archivius is selected.
Recognizing results document in recap. Then Berkerman page 300 development. Getting page 300 development normal. Line normal. Continue. Sao Omer Vaziani page 300 development normal. Maumen Xbox console companion. Recognizing results document. Cap. Pass defense silver earned. CK. N. Xbox console companion.
Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do.
Let's play.
Players ready to negotiate. Training complete. Play season game is selected. Things to do. You have 4 options.
Paint Xbox list broadcast capture 1 of 4. Audio 2 of 4. Audio bring youth checkbox either 24. List NVDA FC 1 of 6. Cyber 20. List NVDA FC grouping. News checkbox not checked. Fake NVDA OBS 2.24.0 OBN News Cyber 100. New favorite check system 3 on 6. Xbox console companion 4 on 6. News checkbox not Cyber 100. 0. 100. New favorite checkbox TW Blue XC 5 on 6. Discord XC 6 on 6. Disc news checkbox not checked. Checked.
Get that out for now.
Fake Discord Disc news checkbox not checked. Favorite Discord XC 6 on 6. OBS on Xbox console companion.
Play fence only. Play full game. Play defense only. Play full game. Entering team select screen. The Cleveland Browns, the home team, are selected. Ready.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks as they take on last year's #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the upstart Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
What just happened?
180! Check, walk 54, walk 54. Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that...
Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. Third down here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down.
Come on. Oh, come on. There we go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check 53. Watch the run.
Throwing up 2nd down. Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
I did not expect that. Wow.
And now he spiked it on 3rd down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it.
Come on.
Notification from Social. Coziest Ball 306 added you as a friend. Go to the guide to open.
Go Michael Dixon to punt for Seattle. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Oh.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Ouch. Not good.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. And his pass incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper?
My bad.
You run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did, but there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better, overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing is Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's Wilson on the move to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check 53. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson completes it to Dixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Finally.
Ed Dixon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all.
Goal.
This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Here we go.
Jason Myers now for the extra point.
Oh, dear. I'm not really good at this.
And his kick is no good.
Yeah.
An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
We're doing another. What? Why?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
6-0 our score after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
From the 35 on second down. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
180. 54 miles. Watch the run. Watch the run.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 46. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football, that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Returnable for Lockett. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Drew Brees leading the charge offensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is LaFowl. It's caught. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
All right.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him. When things have changed a little bit, they have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with the powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Now Wilson, he's got Burton here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Oh, come on.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he finds LaFell complete. And all the way in.
Yeah!
Touchdown Seattle. Brandon LaFell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Oh, no. I'm not good at this.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Oops, wrong button.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Second and 5 now. Wilson, it's caught, Lockett. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Come on.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Okay, I'll take that.
Wilson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now it's Wilson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that guy deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, come on.
And now he spiked it on third down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
Hate this.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not a great punt here, out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. King.
They run again with Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And
really?
Forces 4th down.
Okay.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down.
Oh!
And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Yay!
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He don't know no better.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Oh, can they do that? Can you do that? Okay. I think I'm going to purposely run the play clock down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And Dixon has it.
Come on.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I'm going to win this.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Wilson will throw again. And he's got Lockett. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Oh,
so much for
yeah.
the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good.
I cannot do
It has
this.
not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
I can't do it. Can't do it. I just can't do it. 18-0, but okay. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it'll be third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Did my control? Oh, no. Okay.
So
Well, we're
after
gonna
the
win this
sack
anyway.
here, 2nd and 14. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And that'll
Manning's
wind
in
up
the,
moving the
Browns.
chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Mayfield down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Try again after the sack. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the gun, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Seth DeValve, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns
so
make some
18-6
inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Parkey with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
I'm going to run the clock down because we're going to win. We're definitely going to win.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
You
as
idiot.
they get the stoppage
Why?
with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
Are they booing?
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Guide for K7 zoom window. Guide tab. 508. Home. Button.
Entering.
1 of 1.
Pause screen. Resume.
Oh.
Dialog. Update controller. Button. 1 of 2. Your controller needs an update. An update is available for a recently connected Xbox One controller. Would you like to update it? Cancel. Button. To update controller. Button. 1 of 2. Xbox dashboard window. Resume. Launch. Madden NFL 20. Press the menu button for more options. Button. Xbox accessories window. Ready to update. We're about to update your controller. Keep it near. Don't move it during the update, and keep any attached devices connected to your controller. Update now. Button. 1 of 2. Xbox accessories window. Updating controller. Controller update is in progress. Don't move or turn off the controller. Keep any connected devices firmly attached. 0%. 2%. Close. Button. 100%.
Can I close it now, I guess?
Xbox dashboard window. Resume. Launch. Xbox accessories. Press the menu button for more options. Recently used. My games and apps. Button. Press the Y button to search. 1 of 4. Forza Motorsport 7 block. Block 1 of 9. Forza Motorsport 7. Button. Launch section. 1 of 2. Guide for K7 zoom window. Guide tab. 5 of 8. Horizontal system actions. Like recent. Disconnect. Button. 1 of Madden NFL 20. Press menu button for more options. Button. 2 of 5. Xbox accessories window. Xbox wireless controller. Assigned to K7 zoom. Device 1 of 1. Configure. Button. 1 of 3. Move down for more options.
Wait.
Configure. Guide for K7 zoom window. Horizontal system action. Recent. Disconnect. But Madden NFL 20. Press menu button. Settings. Press menu button for more options. Button. 3 of 5.
Instant replay. Resume.
Guide tab. 5 of 8. Home. Button. 1 of 1.
Entering. Pause screen. Resume.
Wait a minute. How do I capture? Why isn't it working?
Home. Button. 1 of 1.
Entering. Pause screen. Resume.
Horizontal system actions. My games and apps. Button. 1 of home. Button. 1 of 1.
Check pass. Check pass.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the
Guide tab, 5 of 8.
Seahawks, it's a
Home button, 1
much-needed
of 1.
victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head back home next
Game
week.
report player stats.
Meanwhile, for
Horizontal system actions.
Cleveland,
My games and
the
apps. Reset.
loss here
Disconnect.
moved
Button.
back
1 of
to
5.
500 at 3-3.
Finish game.
And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action.
How come I can't capture this? Is it not going to let me?
Guide tab, 5 of 8. Home button, 1 of 1.
Oh well.
Entering player upgrades screen, you have two
Oh, well.
options.
It's alright.
Cassius Marsh is selected.
Let's upgrade
Entering
all.
attention pop-up. Are you sure you want to auto-upgrade all players? No. Yes. Entering attention pop-up. 2 players were upgraded. Okay. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
Alright, let's go back.
Entering warn. Yes.
That and load the other franchise.
Entering main menu screen, most feared. Franchise. Franchise pop-up menu.
Oh, actually,
you have
no, it's
3
alright.
options. Continue playing is
There we
selected.
go.